Stadium safety is always something to consider when building a new stadium, and as DC United put together Audi Field, they really did create a great environment, but there are some things that make it unsafe, not quite as unsafe as some other places where fans have been injured and even fans in some cases have died because of unsafe conditions in stadiums. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about safe standing and just how much safer it can make stadiums and the fan experience in general. So I think you could ask just about any fan who's been to a stadium or their home stadium has safe standing and they've used it. They will vouch for it big time. They love being able to stand comfortably, have a railing, and as opposed to Audi Field, not have to worry about tripping over a 1-foot high bleacher as they're jumping up and down, celebrating and whatnot.
Safe standing is prominent in stadiums in Germany, Scotland, and even new MLS stadiums have put in sections for it. But if you find yourself asking what exactly is safe standing, well, essentially they are fan sections where supporters are going to be on their feet for 90 minutes, and those fans set the atmosphere of the stadium and of the game, and of course the energy influences the play on the field, and so safe standing provides a safe alternative for these fans to stand rather than standing on bleachers or behind seats. There's a railing in front of you while you're standing and a railing behind you that you can rest on. This helps prevent pile-ups from people falling forward, so you won't fall into the people in front of you, but also the people behind you, you're protected from them because they have a railing that they won't fall onto you. Those are just some of the dangers that come if you're standing on standing terraces or bleachers, but also if you're looking at seats with backs on them, sort of similar to what the supporter section in Audi Field has, which has bleachers with backs on them. They go about to the mid-shin level. Those bleachers are right at a level where if you got pushed forward, the lower leg would hit that seat or that bleacher, and you'd really easily just topple over, especially on steep stands like there are at Audi Field. So a simple railing in front of you helps fans not to topple over forward, and if you think about it, a railing is a really low-cost solution to this problem. Now, FIFA regulations for international matches do require seating for all fans, and so that's why when you see these safe standing sections, a lot of them will have what look like folded up seats attached to the railing, because that's exactly what they are. They lock, folded up, and if the stadium were to host a match where they would have to abide by FIFA rules, they can unlock the seat and have every ticketed person in the stadium with a physical seat rather than just standing behind a railing. Now, there's much to be said about fans getting rowdy from standing up at games, and perhaps in some scenarios, stadiums will want fans to be seated for 90 minutes. That is a real safety concern, and as much as a stadium safety team may want to have stewards control a crowd and keep them sitting down the whole game, it's simply not possible when you have a mass crowd choosing to do something and you have a handful of stewards trying to enforce rules. An example of some real safety concerns come from the Hillsborough disaster, which took place about 30 years ago in Sheffield, where standing terraces without railings started a domino effect of people falling down, and people got piled up on and trampled. And this is a really sad scenario that can be prevented with railings as we see today, and that's why in the top 2 leagues in England, they require that every fan has a seat. There's no standing room. There aren't many statistics to support the increased safety from safe standing, but I think that anecdotal evidence really points to this from fans across stadiums across the world, and you can see it in just how many fans that don't have safe standing in their stadiums support and back the push for safe standing in their own stadiums.
So my hope is that Audi Field will find a way to install safe standing. It seems pretty simple on the surface. Of course, it's not always like that, but just putting in a railing, detachable seats, whatever it may be, would really create a better environment in the supporter section so that people are not worried about falling down and injuring themselves and other people in the celebrations that go on at Audi Field. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you have some comments on safe standing, or if you just like the video, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments, and as always, be sure to subscribe.